What say the Arcana?
Within the silver pool now swim dark apparitions of the arms of night, in forms unlike the princess of the underworld has previously seen.
So many different forms. Discura, the witch's staff. With me, my friend. That fear may spread. Night and darkness guide me. The task continues. Time shall freely flow. Imbued with greater strength. Hecuba, go fetch. Well done.
Which water-dwelling denizen is she to find?
On the hook. One more ribeye. Have to get out of this damned city. Olympus. It's not for me to decide how many battles I have left. But knowing I have your support in them means a great deal, my lord. May we achieve all our objectives soon enough.
Such an actor often is withheld till victory, although in many ways I feel as though we have already won. I have at least, and to that end, I'll find a moment to enjoy this properly. It is quite common to experience mixed emotions at the outcome of a war, and to have been denied a violent resolution to our plight. Although from what I gather, there is violence still to come.
Blood and darkness. Through Ophira as before. Clear. has lost some of its strength. Time's on there. Good evening.
I heard the tidings of your victory, but knew this wasn't over. Always more to be done. Now, come on. There.
It's the same old war, and then the next he shows up on our mountain all contrite. I know you witches can be serious, but this was well past what I reckoned you could do.
Such a farce.
They'll burn.
Sure you don't want to give me only half the bottle there? Seeing as I'm nearly half a god. I got their strength, but seldom get their luxury.
Nothing's gained from luxury in excess anyway. But there are times a little doesn't hurt. May this soothe your spirit when the occasion arises.
They said the war was finally drawing to a close. Somebody must have forgotten to notify those we slaughtered.
We need them here for the time being anyhow. Has Olympus informed you of the nature of the next phase of our plan?
I got the gist. We fight on. Nothing changes. Never has before, so why would it now?
What are you talking about? A lot's changed. Olympus is no longer in danger. The House of Hades is restored.
The way it always was.
Those who showed me stone, I show you this. So noted be. Another nectar bottle you can spare on my behalf? Oh, this shall be a splendid compliment with several much less pleasant ingredients, whose aroma this ought to disguise.
I shudder to think what concoction you have in mind, though trust you shall make use of that in service to our cause.
Great Hecate herself was generous enough to notify me of your latest exploit, sorceress. And I wouldn't have believed a word of it had I been told by any other being save for her. So then, the Titan Lord has truly been defanged.
So it seems, Lady Medea, and the monstrosity that loomed over Olympus is gone too. Some traces of both threats remain, but we think we can handle them.
You apparently can handle anything. My only fear is that this means we may not see each other quite as often as we have. And shall I be forced to leave Ephira soon, so that mortals may then rob this city of its character?
That won't be an immediate concern. The underworld will not go back to how it used to be for quite some time. The dead shall have to wallow for a while longer.
Oh, how utterly terrible. But only for the dead. As for me personally, why, I don't even know whom to curse. There you have it.
Let's see. out in no time, Shades. One pylon left. Olympus. Felt that. You'll burn. The god of war. I'll use this well. Lost. I can get out.
I fail to see why coin need change hands for a blessing from your uncle. Though come to think, such blessings are most valuable indeed.
The Fates won't mind. Why am I unsurprised you're still here offering your wares, even with everything that's happened recently, my lord? You won't stop until the underworld's entirely restored. Not even then. Got it.
Hold up.
Your service to the Titan Kronos is complete, Cyclops. His war against Olympus has ended, if you've not already heard. I hold no enmity toward you. Be on your way.
I was just wondering how come I haven't gotten paid. Thought maybe my shepherding hasn't been up to snuff.
Kronos was compensating you for tending sheep. I thought you were supposed to be guarding the city gates.
What do you even know about it? You really think I'm gonna leave my flock now, after all we've been through? And I can always earn my meal ticket some other way. It's down to trolling.
Shamble sheep.
You're gonna pay.
Sleep well, Cyclops. darkened shadow I serve.
Fluffy.
That one.
Across a foul-smelling hovel, crudely furnished with assorted fixtures of exaggerated proportion, and strewn with remains both fresh and long decayed, comes a waft of seaborne air.
I smell mostly the decay. Check. Dig here, girl. Why, thank you. Are you lost, little one? Need to get closer. Lord Uncle. Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I am often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you. Long have my brothers, foster sisters, and I warred against the Titan Kronos, and yet now we are to have a truce? I shall not trust in him any time soon. You need but say the word, and we shall seal him away for good. Very well.
Greater strength. The ship's helm. Your final voyage for a while.
Our good son here tends to need counsel more than any of our kin. Perhaps believing volume of advice is tied to quality. What ought to be our current course, Uncle?
Our current course ought to be straight toward our foes, where we can smash them like a tempest does a ship. But I feel all fired up and fit for battle. Come to think of it, I always get this way when my good nephew Ares is around.
Peace can wait.
How sensible.
Not what I want.
Can't please everybody all the time, but you needn't have displeased me so.
Lord Uncle, I meant no offense. He wants a fight, does he? That light.
There is no limit to the wrath of Olympus. Best not invite it on yourself again.
Infinite possibility. Greater focus. Bearing set. Solid ground ahead. In the name of Hades. All is possible. Salutations.
As the black flagship sails closer to the shore, the Princess of the Dead knows well that whatsoever strife she has experienced thus far this night is about to get worse.
Oh, I waited eagerly. To dry land.
Like magic. Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris. I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited.
help you. See you in the crossroads. Onward. Should work. That's quite enough. Well? The Titan's remnant legion still not giving up. Such secrets in this stuff. Delivery arrived. Olympus, I accept this message. digging spot there. Good job. Gold spikes again. Olympus, I accept this message. There. No thanks.
telling you that is a satyr, not a goat. Back for more. Hey, nice. More nectar, always good to have around in case the wine runs out. Not that it ever does or ever will. Now, what exactly do we toast to next?
To emerging from peril unscathed, or whatever you decide. I know maintaining high morale is paramount, especially with the mountain under siege.
Cheers.
I think you should be able to come out now, as the greatest threats facing your mountain are gone for the most part. Well, granted there are vicious satyrs out there still.
Hey, easy with the satyr talk. It really isn't cool. You think my satyr friends here ever talk that way about us gods? Now, what do you mean, greatest threats?
Typhon, the father of all monsters, Kronos, the titan of time, the former utterly destroyed, the latter pacified. The war is over. Olympus is secure.
The war is over? Hear that, everybody? The war is over! If that's not cause for celebration, I don't know what is. So grab a drink, take a dip, shake your hips, you know it, yeah!
You won't be leaving here, will you?
No way, baby.
These always come in handy.
I have arrived.
A note says, "Hey, M, take what you need for gold. Honor system."
Agent of Change. Well, Agent of Change. The monster Typhon is eliminated and my master certainly is not himself. Or rather, now he is. Many have said they knew you could do it, but only I truly did. Yet you know as well as I that we're not finished.
Kronos has surrendered, but here you still are, giving his remnant legions their orders. Decided to take matters into your own thieving hands, then?
That I decided long ago, when I gave myself to your Lord Uncle's chains. And I still oppose you, yes. For what you seek beyond, you shall find only through the flames of battle.
Visions of flame.
To ashes. victory you needed to prevail. This was to be my future.
Did he know he'd lose? For me.
Good evening. Girl. Ah, there you are, my girl. As you have faithfully retraced your path, now I, in turn, may shift you to a different sort of time in which a remnant of the monstrous Typhon yet looms large over this very place. Ready?
Not quite. Shall this go much like at my father's house? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been?
If all proceeds as planned, then yes. I shall create a shift as you depart. Seek that monster and do battle, so that we may yet eliminate even the possibility of him.
Very well, then.
Another time.
I'm back. Get it, Hecuba. Nicely done. Higher up. You've got your father's looks. What a brute. Hear me, on my authority. Closer to the top. Time for the tail. No, you don't. See you again shortly. Nearly there now.
Here's what's in stock. Now, wait. Is Typhon gone, or isn't he? Because there's been no sign of him, but now Gramps has these little time pockets, and once we go in, it's like Typhon never left.
That's more or less a way to understand it, but how are you even here? I didn't realize Grandfather was sending others through. Do you even know how to get back?
I run fast enough, I can get back. Gramps also left the others with the means to get us out, and we're keeping a close eye on him. I better take a look around.
Careful out there. In the name of Hades. There. Come on out!
This mountaintop belongs only to gods.
I'm lost. Right now. This is how monsters are made. This is our time.
Once more, no trace remains of our world's worst monstrosity, and the mere possibility that he could have wreaked further havoc on this mountaintop grows faint.
We'll leave nothing to chance. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It worked. It's...
With the weavings of the fate.
Grandfather with the king and queen.
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melinwe to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you had been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
We tend the weak.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth, for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melenoi, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Fare you well,
Grandmother.
Be well.
Granddaughter.
Salutations. We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Kronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melenoi. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
When the hordes beat at
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
of the fates.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along. Once every few seasons at least.
Heavens and the
Grandmother, is this for me? Thank you.
sun shall rise.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Kronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, all right?
All right. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now? What just happened? Shall we go again, Phrynos? Perhaps we're dealing with infinite possibilities. Don't know how they managed to get Cerberus to sit still long enough for this.
I'm starting to get the feeling maybe I liked this stuff back when I had eyeballs and so on.
Doesn't matter whether you liked it then. What matters is you like it now.
Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
Sure, if you're up for it.
Oh, all right, I guess why not.
Come along then. So...
getting somewhere.
I'll just clean this up.
You really want to know the way things used to be, Trouble? Think about everything that gets you to come out of your tent night after night. Gets you fired up. What comes to mind?
Sure. Those I care about are counting on me. And I wish to learn. To grow strong in body, mind, and spirit.
Inspiring. Now imagine having everything you want. So you're left wanting nothing at all.
No, I can't imagine that. So everyone besides you was self-indulgent and unmotivated. But now the roles are reversed, I suppose.
You don't get it. Fine.
Moonlight, guide us home tonight.
Liquid lamentation flows through the river Cocytus. Yet even in such hopeless waters, certain creatures learn to live and thrive.
I do sense some of them want out. This night is ours.
Fleeting is the sense of hope or joy within the crossroads, yet what little may emerge is often concentrated in the small taverna there.
No time to unwind.
Back from the summit.
There we have it. What if I try this? Grandmother's recipe. Only the fearless are deserving of the gifts of night.
The will is done.
Askion Kataski. So mote it be. Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will.
Yes.
Record keeper, pleased to have you here. Come, spirits of the dead. I have a task for you.
Intent was true.
Welcome, O learned sage. Ambrosia from the heavens, shine. Welcome, Lord Charon.
Once there was an administrative chamber in the underworld, where Shade kept careful track of each detail, a trade a few such souls has yet to pursue.
Surely such efforts were rewarded handsomely.
Much is to be learned from history, if one but studies the lessons hidden in any purported accounts. A lifelong pursuit, in and of itself.
Still no telling what the future holds. Adequate. Hail, O learned sage. Best to keep track of each detail. Greetings, Record Keeper. There's more still to be done.
Were the heights of Olympus all that you imagined at the palace of Lord Zeus? If you're to overcome such hardships to reach that point, the view had best be worth the while.
The palace grounds were like nothing I've ever beheld. Though everything was so vivid, I scarce could see at all. I felt as though I didn't belong there.
That you do not. Well, as long as your mountain relatives showed you a bit of hospitality in the brief time you had.
They did, but I'm glad I'm back. Broker? Tonight's catch. Shouldn't be too long.
I see you all appear to be pursuing your responsibilities with diligence. Each child of mine a valuable asset to the Witch of the Crossroads in my absence.
Whatever she says goes, Mother. We did what we could.
And Hypnos, he was here throughout this whole ordeal as well. Be certain to pay due respect to Hecate. You may remain here for the time, so long as more is to be done, and that you all continue to cooperate. Are we understood?
Of course, Mother. We cooperate here all the time.
Of that I am now certain. But I cannot remain to see it with my own eyes, for the realm has need of me below. Farewell, and may darkness guide you where moonlight cannot.
Bye, Mother.
Odysseus must be needed elsewhere. Here you'll grow strong. It's beautiful. Grateful to have you back. The ashes remember. The eye. Should help me gather bones. Grant me the aspect of Selene.
Shine like the moon, kiddo. May we converse? Those my body parts. But can you vanquish me again?
You are bound to me, and I am your bearer. Awaken hidden power. Which keepsake for tonight?
Go unseen.
This I vow. The veil of darkness spreads.